So can we just slow down?
Hello and welcome to all of our viewers from around the world. We have quite a game in prospect here, just waiting for the players to emerge, and we will be underway. The teams then, Barcelona against Paris Saint-Germain. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Begley.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
And that gets things running. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Robert Lewandowski. He's just about the perfect all-round striker. Not least because he can finish equally well with both feet, Peter. It's not all about his finishing, though. He's always on the shoulder, looking for that ball in behind, and that prevents the opposition defence from getting too high or indeed getting too comfortable.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team. Ferran Torres did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And play for a throw. Marquinhos. And it's Ramos. Ramos goes long and forward. Ferran Torres. Knocks it towards the front. Ferran Torres. Marcos Alonso. Looks to slip it through. Dembele. Marquinhos. Skriniar. Ramos. And it's Ramos. And that's a throw-in. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Skriniar. Pereira. That'll be a throw-in. Roberto. Ferran Torres. Rafael. Ferran Torres. Roberto. Ferran Torres. Roberto. Now it's Lewandowski. Hernandez battles to win it back. Skriniar. Ramos. Marquinhos. Skriniar. Tries to dink it in. He's made sure that that won't get through. Skriniar needed to come up with a better ball.
The idea was good, though, Peter, and I like the run.
He's not played the ball, that's a foul. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Ramos. Ferreira with the ball through. And he's onside!
Well, we were unlikely to see a goal then because there were so many players crowding out.
Early setback, looking to reel it back in.
The only consolation at this stage is that they've got a lot of time on their side. You try to find a positive for any eventuality, and while an early concession is unwanted, they can recover this.
Roberto tries a through ball. Skriniar can hoist it clear, shapes the shoots! And that's caused a worry or two.
Oh, he couldn't have hit that any better, and any other time it would have sneaked in.
Who's going to make this theirs? Dembele. And it's Marco Asensio. That's Beautiful, intricate passing. They are toying with their opponents.
Well, they know that their version of what they do is extremely good. I mean, it's a level of possession that leaves the opposition chasing shadows.
João Cancelo. No surprise at all that this is the guy who's had such a positive impact.
Well, having that sort of player in your side is reassuring because the rest of the team knows he can make his influence count at any stage. It's simply part of his package. When he really wants to, this fella scores.
Oh, glorious footwork! Good clearance and very necessary. Gundogan. Lewandowski. Donnarumma gets it upfield. Kunte. Rafael. Now it's Lewandowski. Quarter of an hour played. That's not going to make it. And it's Cancelo. Phillips. Hits one! Great strike! But the keeper's equal to it. Hernandez. Marco Asensio. Dembele. Marco Asensio. With a long pass out wide. Clears it out of harm's way. Lewandowski. Lewandowski, out to the left it goes. Keeps everyone guessing. Aim forward. Marco Asensio. Dembele gets it back. Aimed long and direct. Dembele. Herrera. Marquinhos. Skriniar. Going full tilt down the left. Well played, he saw that coming. Tried to play it through.
Yeah, and the vision to get him through was all good, but the execution of the pass wasn't quite right. But importantly, he's holding his line until the very last moment, and that will pay off.
And it's Gundogan. Now the pass. Lovely feet. Another piece of really good defending, and he's there to make a great save.
Much more than a routine save for me, and yet he just coped with room to spare.
Oh, that's great stuff from him.
I would agree. It's tremendous play. He's full of belief and imagination, and hard to contain.
Thrust towards the front line. Lewandowski plays it out to the wing. Marquinhos. Phillips plays it out to the flank. Now the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Ramos pumps it upfield. Herrera. Dembele. Marquinhos. Dembele. Skriniar. Herrera. Skriniar. Passes it through. Mbappe. Shoots! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Ah, that's just lovely skill. He's certainly a player who can single-handedly make a difference. Great talent.
spoon forward. Gundogan. Kunde. Gundogan. Phillips. João Cancelo. Kunde. João Cancelo. Looks like a good ball through. Hernandez. Mbappe. Pushes it out wide. Asensio looking to get on the end of this. Ferran Torres. Gundogan looks to slip it through. Hernandez. Half an hour played now. Dembele. Ferran Torres did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Gundogan. Phillips. And it's Lewandowski. And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. Ferran Torres. Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Probably not his best option. I think goalkeepers are normally happy for players to have a go from there.
Skriniar. Ferreira gives chase.
Great shot stopping, but also a very cool head and a good organiser. What's more, he's very happy to play sweeper-keeper behind that defence, mopping up loose balls before picking a pass and get his team on the front foot again.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. João Cancelo. Gundogan. Marcos Alonso. Ferran Torres. Did really well to intervene and dispel the growing danger. Skriniar tries running with the ball at his feet. And it's Roberto. Roberto passes it through. That's lovely. Phillips was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Mbappe. Gundogan. Kunde. And it's Phillips. Good. Oh, no question, that's a foul. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. There to get rid. Not the worst cross in the world, but still room for improvement. And he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Rafael pumps it forwards. Ferran Torres. Marcos Alonso. Into the channel. And he's got the ball glued to his feet. Turns and goes back. Is it in? Dembele. Skriniar. Hakimi. Loose ball, who's going to get that? Marco Asensio looks to slip it through. Mbappe! Oh, it's opened up nicely for him. And he's there to hoof it away. That'll be a throw-in. Now it's Lewandowski. And it's Phillips. João Cancelo. Dinks one in. Oh, they did so well to set it up.
They used the 1-2 to great effect in working their way through the middle then. A little more luck though and they may have been celebrating. I just really like the way they've started with such intensity, Peter.
That'll be a throw. João Cancelo. Barcelona are working the ball as only they can.
Yeah, Peter, and it's a style that requires players of high calibre technique to move the ball about quickly in tight areas.
Skriniar boots it upfield. Here it is now, surely! That really should have hit the net.
I think when you're in front of goal like that, you really should do better. That's a poor finish in the end.
Raphael. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. It's gone for a throw-in. Lewandowski. Phillips cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Well, it looks like he's been the one who's targeted as the danger man here, and as a consequence, he's getting the special attention. They're getting players around him quickly, they're giving him nowhere to go, and I think pretty soon he could be getting frustrated with this.
Ramos with the ball through. Hakimi looking to get on the end of this. Yet another to add to football's endless list of could-haves and should-haves.
Yeah, I think the problem there was that the pass was telegraphed, an easy read for the defence.
Roberto. Oh, good ball. Raphael plays it out to the flank. Lovely feet. Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Dembele can hoist it clear. That's been intercepted and that will come to nothing. Ferran Torres. Roberto. Phillips. Looking up to see who wants it. Raphael tries lifting it over. Lewandowski has a swing at it. Not this time.
Paris Saint-Germain didn't really deal with the wide play. It was a lovely dribble down the flank, but really they've got to double up to try and stop that, and I think with the attempted goal too, they were a little fortunate.
Marco Asensio looks to dink one in. Roberto tries a through ball. Mbappe goes for goal. Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Yeah, not only do they hit fast on the counter-attack, Peter, but they show terrific effort and desire in getting forward in good numbers.
Spoon forward. Ferran Torres. Skriniar. Plenty of endeavour from either side, but not much of it in the vicinity of either goal. Just a bit short on adventure. Good defending, he knew he had to stop it right there. Marcos Alonso. João Cancelo. Now it's Lewandowski. And it's Lewandowski. Skriniar goes long and forward. Mbappe tries a long pass towards the front. Gundogan. Rafael. Roberto. João Cancelo. Kunte. Phillips. Crunching tackle. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Lewandowski. Marco Asensio. That's great strength on the ball. Torreira. Marquinhos. Knocks it towards the front. Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it. Rafael tries the route one option. And it's Phillips. Phillips has a look up from the right-hand side, seeking out options. Hakimi. Ramos. Torreira. Marco Asensio. And the defence can get it clear. Asensio plays a clever pass. Rafael.
Organiser. What's more, he's very happy to play sweeper-keeper behind that defence, mopping up loose balls before picking a pass and get his team on the front foot again.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Marcos Alonso. Kunte. Roberto. Kunte. Gundogan. Roberto. And it's Rafael. João Cancelo. Kunte. Phillips. Lewandowski. Phillips. That'll be a throw. No, that's not the ball he wanted. Hernandez. Dembele. Marquinhos. Marco Asensio. Torreira. Hakimi. Played out to the wing. Asensio looking to get on the end of this. About it! He can get that clear.
Well, when the keeper lost control of that, usually a striker would react first, so that defender deserves praise.
Hakimi battles to win it back. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Rafael looking to penetrate opposition lines. Has a look and has a go. And that has skimmed the post.
and that was more than a decent attempt. Perhaps it deserved better too.
Hakimi. Forward it goes. Mbappe. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Header! Went with his head but couldn't steer it in.
Well, this is how to grab a game by the scruff of its neck. Front foot football with real intent.
Roberto. Ramos. Mbappe. Ramos. Skriniar. Oh, it's Marco Asensio. Ramos gets on the end of it. And he's there to hoof it away. Ferran Torres. Marcos Alonso.
There's a lot of movement going on. There's no shortage of options.
So I guess they're looking to play around their opponents as opposed to through them.
Yeah, the style is designed to dominate the ball, and so you dominate your opponents.
It's Lewandowski. Dembele. Thrust towards the front line. Skriniar. Looks to slip it through. Oh, well defended. That had to be done. It's a long forward pass. Dembele. Asensio passes it through. Dembele. That's gone a long way up and away. Looks like a good ball through. João Cancelo. Phillips has it out wide and in space. Gundogan gets it back. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Dembele. Mbappe with the ball through. João Cancelo. Neither side yet able to find the net. And it's Lewandowski. Mbappe. Roberto battles to win it back. First quarter of an hour gone. Lewandowski. Roberto. Marcos Alonso. Tries a through ball. Goes for goal! It's a loose ball. That's the throw. Ramos, great challenge. Ball's loose, who's getting there? And it's Rafael. Lewandowski, and he's shown him a clean pair of heels. Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Pereira. Hernandez. Hakimi. Back to the keeper and try something new. Skriniar. Dembele. Going full tilt down the left. Pereira. Roberto. They're guilty of lacking inventiveness here. It's all broken down. Ramos. Pereira. And it's Ramos. Now the pass. And he's cut it out. Clears it out of harm's way. Marco Asensio. Skriniar. Marco Asensio. Mbappe has been found. Some are shouting for a corner, but the referee says goal kick. Marcos Alonso. Gundogan. Roberto. Gundogan. Roberto. Lewandowski. Gundogan. Roberto tries to stroke it through. They've managed to get it away. Tries a through ball. It's a brilliant interception. Little accusatory stare there tells the whole story.
Yeah, I think the problem there was that the pass was telegraphed. An easy read for the defence.
Played out to the right. Where to from here? It's a very good battle there, terrific to watch. And it's Rafael. Now it's Lewandowski. Big chance! Gets good distance on it.
Lewandowski can't hurt you with his back to goal, and I think if they can keep him facing in that direction, then the only thing he can do really is to just lay the ball off, and he's not really going to cause much trouble if he continues doing that. So I think they're defending him very, very well.
João Cancelo passes it through. That's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example. Lewandowski. Looks like a good ball through. Smart save. Oh, great save. Real class.
Keeper has shown great concentration there. I think his anticipation pretty much did the trick for him.
Massive leap! In for the follow-up! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, I can only add that he's got reflexes that are in perfect working order, Peter. That was very good to watch.
Shapes the shoots! Great ball to play him in, but he will be gutted to miss that.
Oh, that was a lovely little dink over the top just to get the runner in on the keeper, and what a pity he just couldn't produce a goal from that.
Oh, that's a waste. Looks to slip it through. Dembele with the ball through. João Cancelo. Aimed long and direct. Ferran. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Marc-Andre ter Stegen. He's got everything you'd want from a top-level keeper. Great shot stopping, but also a very cool head and a good organiser. What's more, he's very happy to play sweeper-keeper behind that defence, mopping up loose balls before picking a pass and get his team on the front foot again.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. No, that's not the ball he wanted. Kunde. Roberto. Ferran Torres. Hernandez. Marquinhos. Hakimi. Marco Asensio. And it's Mbappe. Mbappe pushes it out wide. João Cancelo. Kunde. Rafael. Lewandowski. Phillips. João Cancelo. That's a throw. Marquinhos. Ramos. Torreira. Dembele. And it's Mbappe. And he's made certain that won't get through. Lewandowski. Phillips.
Lewandowski can't hurt you with his back to goal.
He's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Forward it goes. And it's Marcos Alonso. Marcos Alonso with the ball through. There's no flag! He wasn't very far from making something happen by himself. Lovely to see. Now it's Lewandowski. Out to the left it goes. Hakimi. Keeper's got good distance on that. Dembele. Passes it through. Looks like a good ball through. Kunde gets good distance on it. Kunde demonstrating fabulous determination. He just will not be beaten.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been the most eye-catching goal we'd seen. Ultimately, the numbers prevented him from scrambling it in.
And that should be the keeper's. Marco Asensio lobs it in gently. Mbappe! That's gone a long way up and away. Out to the flank. Looks to slip it through. Too much on it, and that's the keeper's. Marcos Alonso. Barcelona are experts at this stylish possession-based game.
Well, we're talking tiki-taka, a lot of short, crisp passing, and once the ball is lost, they quickly try to win it back.
Rafael. Ferran Torres. Rafael, here's the delivery. Yeah, he's offering an apology for that. He needed to deliver a better ball. Torreira. Skriniar going full steam ahead down the left flank. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Marco Asensio. Oh, that's lovely. Throw it. Aim forward. Shade too heavy. Keeper can pick that up. Phillips. João Cancelo looking for options. He's made sure that that won't get through. No complaints about that challenge. Robust but fair. Marco Asensio.
Neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Thrust towards the front line. It's a long forward pass. Gets it back. Skriniar. Phillips battles to win it back. Raphael has given away a free kick. And out to safety. And it's Mbappe. Roberto. Lewandowski. Ferran Torres. Marcos Alonso. Tries a through ball. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Touch and go, aren't they supposed to get the benefit?
João Cancelo. Roberto.
That second goal has such a polarising effect on prospective moods. I mean, one team are under more pressure now to get the next goal, and the other will fancy their chances of turning 2 into 3.
João Cancelo. Phillips. Gundogan. Raphael. Lewandowski. Skriniar hurtles into the tackle. Phillips looking to get on the end of this. Mbappe. And it's Dembele. Hakimi tries a long pass towards the front. Asensio looking to get on the end of this. Phillips. Marquinhos. Lovely close control. Skriniar gets his foot in there. Gundogan with the short one. Whipped in. Really didn't have enough to concern the defence. And it's been taken short. Heaved to the back post. Oh, just couldn't turn it in.
Yeah, they had lots of options in the box there. They've got plenty to chew on at the moment, but no bite.
Marco Asensio. It's a good run down the right. Where could this lead? Marco Asensio. Fine defending there. Raphael. Looks to thread it through. Donnarumma gets it upfield. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Gundogan. Hernandez. Marquinhos. Skriniar. João Cancelo does well to read it and intercepts. And it's Dembele. Marcos Alonso. Ferran Torres. Gundogan. Jim.
Yeah, Robert Lewandowski. He's just about the perfect all-round striker. Not least because he can finish equally well with both feet, Peter. It's not all about his finishing though. He's always on the shoulder, looking for that ball in behind, and that prevents the opposition defence from getting too high or indeed getting too comfortable.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. Torreira lobs it in gently. Chance! And out to safety. Marquinhos. Skriniar. And it's Dembele. Mbappe! Torreira. Now the pass. A chance! And he's done it!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more. Oh, that was a close call, but for me, he timed his run to absolute perfection there to stay just onside, and he's still a lot to do, you know, but I think he's tucked that away really well.
Barcelona trail at this early stage. How will they respond? Hernandez. Hakimi. Ramos. Torreira. Marco Asensio. Marco Asensio. Hernandez. Hakimi. Hernandez. Hakimi. Mbappe. Great ball to play him in, but he will be gutted to miss that.
Oh, he can't be happy missing that after being put clean through. That's about as good a chance as you can get.
And it's Mbappe. Torreira. Oh, it's Dembele. Raphael. Phillips. Raphael. Hernandez. Hakimi. Mbappe. Paris Saint-Germain have a free kick. Lewandowski. João Cancelo. Phillips. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. Hakimi. Ramos. Mbappe. Real chance! Is it in? Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Probably not his best option. I think goalkeepers are normally happy for players to have a go from there.
Ferran Torres. Gundogan. Marcos Alonso. That's beautiful, intricate passing. They are toying with their opponents.
Well, they know that their version of what they do is extremely good. I mean, it's a level of possession that leaves the opposition chasing shadows.
Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Skriniar. Pereira. Dembele passes it through. It'll be a throw-in. Raphael. Paris Saint-Germain have hit the front early, a foothold in the game. What? Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. It's Dembele. Oh, good interception. Gundogan. Marcos Alonso. He scored inside the first 10 minutes to give them a 1-0 lead. Marquinhos. Marcos Alonso. Ferran Torres. Raphael. Gundogan. Ferran Torres. Lewandowski. Looks like a good ball through. Dembele. Marco Asensio. Pereira. Marco Asensio. Skriniar. Marco Asensio. Marquinhos. Out to the left it goes. Dembele's cross. Oh, just couldn't turn it in.
Yeah, and it all came from very good trickery in the wider position, but quite a static defence. Was pretty fortunate to survive that.
Yeah, he's fouled him there. Hakimi. Ramos. Raphael. And it's Mbappe. Looks to slip it through. What a save! Terrific reactions! Kunde tries to get it forward quickly. Lewandowski. Phillips with the ball through. Lewandowski. Oh, taken with style! Barcelona are back in business! Well, from right in front of goal, there was no way he was going to miss.
It's almost criminal to see a defence fail to identify someone who thrives when it comes to shooting stats. They knew, and yet they didn't heed, and they've paid the price and deserve to.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Yeah, for me, both sides are strong and well matched, and I think you need to be a good player to be out there right now.
Marquinhos. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Tries a through ball. Marco Asensio. Oh, great save, real class.
That wasn't the easiest of saves by any means, Peter, and I think his instincts were, well, they were just razor sharp.
Now the pass. Mbappe going for goal. Oh, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Ferran Torres pumps it forwards. Marquinhos. Hernandez. Deftly done. Mbappe with a beautifully timed run. Phillips. Where to from here? Raphael. Dembele did really well to intervene and dispel the growing danger. Torreira. Hakimi. Hernandez. And it's Lewandowski. Gundogan. Raphael plays it out to the wing. Turns and goes back. And that's been repelled. João Cancelo. Hakimi. Some good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? They've managed to get it away. Ramos passes it through. It's a throw in. And it's Phillips. Out for a throw. Torreira, approaching the half-hour mark. Hakimi. Marco Asensio, face-to-face with the keeper. And that's caused a worry or two.
Well, if he hopes to do better than that, he's got to work on his technique and his timing. The contact wasn't right there, so there wasn't much chance of success.
That's one way to make your presence felt.
Well, he went at it with great confidence, and it's not going to stop him from trying again.
Aimed long and direct. Gundogan. Roberto. João Cancelo. Defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, they say that your front lads should be that first line of stopping the opposition, and I think he's taken it to another level with his desire to get back and help everyone out.
Skriniar, Dembele, Mbappe. He wasn't very far from making something happen by himself. Lovely to see. Roberto. Ferran Torres. Raphael. Ferran Torres. Ferreira with a good steal, well played. Kunde gets into the right position to intercept. Raphael. Marcos Alonso. And it's Lewandowski. Marquinhos. Now it's Lewandowski. Marcos Alonso. Lewandowski. Hernandez battles to win it back. Hakimi. Ramos. He's made sure that that won't get through. Who's going to make this theirs? João Cancelo. Raphael. Roberto. Plays it out to the flank. Ball is over the line. And it's Lewandowski. Hernandez. Torreira. Ferran Torres did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. João Cancelo has created one goal already. Rafael. Gundogan. Now it's Lewandowski. It's a loose ball. Comes sliding in. Loose ball. Who's going to get there? Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
I think it's great to see that kind of application and desire from a forward who wants to help out his defence. I think, you know, any good team really, your striker should be the first line of that defence, and he's delivering.
Oh, what a lovely delivery. It deserved better.
Well, by crushing the ball so quickly, I think this defence just can't get set to deal with it. I think deserved a better outcome than what we saw, but worth exploring more.
He put on quite a show there.
It's tremendous play on his part, Peter, and he's proving to be a right handful throughout the game.
Koundé. João Cancelo. Now it's Lewandowski. Gundogan. 5 minutes till the break. It looked promising, but eventually thwarted without doing any harm. Marco Asensio. Yeah, he's offering an apology for that. He needed to deliver a better ball. Gundogan. Rafael. Phillips. João Cancelo. Mbappe with a good steal, well played. Torreira. Ramos tries the route one option. That'll be a throw. Gundogan. Rafael. Lewandowski with the ball through. Now it's Lewandowski. Mbappe. Rafael is fouled. And it's Gundogan. Marco Asensio. And the half-time whistle goes. It's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. Paris Saint-Germain get the ball rolling in the second half.
Paris Saint-Germain playing well with lots of opportunities and plenty positives to take from the first half. Despite this scoreline, converting chances would make a world of difference for them.
Roberto. Rafael. Gundogan. Rafael. Dembele with good energy in defence as well.
You have to admire commitment like that, because he could easily ignore that and just kind of walk around and let others do all the chasing, but instead he looks as if he relishes the chance to dig in for his team here.
João Cancelo. Rafael. Phillips. João Cancelo. Skriniar. Marquinhos. Hernandez. Hakimi. bring up some magic on the right-hand side. Looks like a good ball through. Marcos Alonso. That's the throw. Marquinhos. Dembele. That's clear cut, it's a free kick. The defence can get it clear. Marquinhos. Hakimi. Ramos. He goes long. Hakimi has been found. Marcos Alonso. Hakimi, Hernandez, Torreira, Hernandez, Hakimi, played out to the right, looks to slip it through. Oh, well defended, that had to be done. That was one quality pass away from being a very decent chance. Looked very promising.
Yeah, the communication lines were working really well, but the supply line just had a bit of a blockage.
Ball's loose, who's getting there? Lewandowski absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
I think it's great to see that kind of application and desire from a forward who wants to help out his defence. I think, you know, any good team really, your striker should be the first line of that defence, and he's delivering.
Marco Asensio. Torreira, Marquinhos, Marco Asensio, Skriniar, passes it through. Phillips pumps it upfield. Lewandowski plays it over to the other flank. Defending was physical, no nonsense, and it had to be. Ramos. Barcelona keeping their men at arm's length here.
Yeah, I just think it's a conservative move to deny runners the opportunity of going beyond that rear guard.
Ferran Torres. Rafael. And it's Lewandowski. Ferran Torres. Loose. Rafael plays a clever pass. Regardless of the outcome, it is good to see someone running at the defence like that. Spoon forward. Mbappe is effectively being marked out of the game here.
Well, his stealth has been compromised because of his goal, and his treatment from here looks as if it could get a little tighter.
Ramos goes long. João Cancelo. Roberto. Rafael. Marcos Alonso. Gundogan. Lewandowski. Gundogan. Out to the left it goes. Torreira. Out again for a throw-in. Marquinhos. Who's going to make this theirs? Looks like a good ball through. Now the pass. Mbappe looking to get on the end of this. That intervention was very necessary. Up to head it! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
And that is one very relieved man between the sticks. There was no way he was going to get to that, and he knows it.
It so nearly came off for him.
Well, in all honesty, he's tormented that defence. They just can't handle him.
Good challenge, he just stood firm. It's a long forward pass. Now it's Lewandowski. Torreira. Hakimi. And it's Marco Asensio. Mbappe. Phillips. Lewandowski. Phillips. Roberto. Gundogan. Lewandowski. Marquinhos gets it back. Hernandez. Tries a through ball. Hakimi needed to come up with a better ball.
Yeah, and the vision to get him through was all good, but the execution of the pass wasn't quite right. But importantly, he's holding his line until the very last moment, and that will pay off.
Hakimi. Mbappe! Mbappe! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, I can only add that he's got reflexes that are in perfect working order, Peter. That was very good to watch.
Oh, that's great stuff from him.
He's been a joy to watch, and that didn't miss by much. He'll be back.
Marquinhos. Dembele with the ball through. Tries a through ball. Defence has got rid of that. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Skriniar looking to get on the end of this. Skriniar with a beautifully timed run. And it's Marco Asensio, thrust towards the front line. Aimed long and direct. Marcos Alonso. Ferran Torres. Lewandowski. Battles to win it back. And it's Marco Asensio. Marcos Alonso. Gundogan. Rafael. Kunte. Roberto. Gundogan. Kunte. Roberto. Gundogan. Rafael. Lewandowski plays it out to the wing. Ramos. Mbappe. Gundogan. Out wide to the right. Skriniar positions himself well and cuts it out. Hernandez. Hakimi. Hernandez. Out to the left it goes. Ferran Torres goes for the cross. Ramos displaying his defensive capabilities there. That's no striker's tackle.
Well, they say that your front lads should be that first line of stopping the opposition, and I think he's taken it to another level with his desire to get back and help everyone out.
Hernandez pumps it upfield. Hakimi. Looks like a good ball through. Rafael. Ramos passes it through. Done very well to intervene. Ferran Torres. 75 minutes played. And that's a throw-in. Marcos Alonso. Ferran Torres. He's on a run down the left wing. He's dealt with that well. Dembele. Ramos. Hernandez. Ramos. Hakimi. That'll be a throw-in. And it's Lewandowski. Roberto. Kunde. Roberto. Kunde. Phillips. Mbappe looks to slip it through. Keeps everyone guessing. Phillips. Well, needless to say, he was expecting a better ball than that. Marco Asensio. Hakimi. Pereira. Hakimi. João Cancelo. Rafael. Marcos Alonso. Ferran Torres. Early ball.
Well, what was required then was a little more patience. He didn't have to cross it so early.
Ramos. He's put it on the right now. What's on? Let's put a stop to that. Now the pass. Up for the header! Size all around the ground. Horrible miss.
You get the feeling that whoever scores the next goal here will be the winners of this tie. They can't afford to waste chances like that, though.
Oh, he really wanted that.
I would agree.
Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And they get themselves in front! Jim, your thoughts?
Well, considering he has a bit of a shoot-on-sight policy, he was the one player that should have been picked up then. It was both careless and costly from where I'm sitting.
He's made it 2, and no doubt he's hungry for more. Paris Saint-Germain take the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Hakimi. Ferran Torres. Rafael. And he's there to cut it out. Dembele. Plays it out to the wing. Well read, he sorted that out. Ter Stegen gets it away. The final 5 minutes. Paris Saint-Germain just have to run down the clock. Hakimi. Asensio boots it upfield. And it's Mbappe. Slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Yeah, I think the problem there was that the pass was telegraphed. An easy read for the defence.
João Cancelo. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
You have to admire commitment like that, because he could easily ignore that and just kind of walk around and let others do all the chasing, but instead he looks as if he relishes the chance to dig in for his team here.
Marcos Alonso tries to get it forward quickly. Promising move that, good inroads into enemy territory, but no joy.
Should be a big game changer. It's certainly been a big mood changer.
Rafael looks to slip it through. That intervention was very necessary. João Cancelo gets it away. Roberto. So can they find a way to turn round this deficit? Dembele battles to win it back. Marco Asensio. Dembele. Ramos. With the ball through. Skriniar looking to get on the end of this. Oh, defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. Phillips. Roberto. Marcos Alonso. Rafael. Marcos Alonso. Gundogan. Lewandowski. Skriniar. Ramos. Tries a through ball. Mbappe. He slid it through. Tries to get it forward quickly. And it's Ramos. Now the pass. He's managed to get it away. Dembele needed to come up with a better ball.
The idea was good though, Peter, and I like the run that triggered the pass, but the quality was the problem.
Gundogan. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Away from immediate danger. Belts one. That was a matter of inches.
Oh, it was almost a beautifully placed shot. He's so unlucky not to see that go in.
Dembele. Skriniar. Ramos. Mbappe. Rafael. Skriniar. Dembele passes it through. Ferran Torres knocks it towards the front. Looks like a good ball through. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
I timed this run brilliantly, and I think he has every right to be a little annoyed with the passer then, and I think he's letting him know right now about that. Just a little more behind it was needed.
And he has been fouled there. Hernandez. He can get that clear. Hernandez. Dembele. Hernandez. Dembele. And it's Dembele. Hakimi. Ferran Torres. Now it's Lewandowski, Marcos Alonso. Hakimi. Hernandez. Torreira. And it's Mbappe. Marco Asensio. Keeper's got good distance on that. Torreira. Ramos. Mbappe. Good clearance now. Can they make something of it? He could have been in, just needed a better final ball.
Yeah, the communication lines were working really well, but the supply line just had a bit of a blockage.
Gundogan. Kunte. Rafael. Dembele with the ball through. Rafael. Ferran Torres. Marco Asensio. Hakimi. And it's Marco Asensio. Phillips. Rafael. Dembele. Skriniar. Ramos. Played out to the wing. Tried to play it through.
Yeah, and the vision to get him through was all good, but the execution of the pass wasn't quite right. But importantly, he's holding his line until the very last moment, and that will pay off.
Aimed long and direct. Now it's Alonso. It'll be a throw-in. Ball's out, it'll be a throw-in again. Gundogan. Roberto. Marcos Alonso. Roberto. And back to base. Ter Stegen gets it upfield. Skriniar. Looks to slip it through. Mbappe plays it out to the wing. Spoon forward. Gundogan pumps it forwards. Hernandez. Asensio, who has made his impact already. Ball has crossed the line, and it's a throw. Ferran Torres. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. That's good progress he's made on the ball. Where to next? Needed a better pass there. It's Lewandowski. João Cancelo. Rafael. Plays it over to the other flank.
Ambitious to say the least. He seemed to be in a hurry to get that in.
And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. Skriniar. João Cancelo. Phillips. Gundogan. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Out to the left it goes. Hakimi. Now the pass. Ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. Mbappe has a shot! That's a half-decent try.
Well, when he struck that, he must have thought it was going in. Such are the margins of success and failure in this game. That was so close.
Roberto. Ferran Torres. Marcos Alonso. Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Oh, he's not going to get that. Marquinhos pumps it upfield, and it's Mbappe. Mbappe plays it out to the wing. Gundogan. Rafael. Gundogan. Ferran Torres. Marcos Alonso. João Cancelo. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Now it's Lewandowski. Hernandez can hoist it clear. Lewandowski showed plenty of zest in getting to
This one, they have the momentum now.
Hernandez. Roberto gets his foot in there. Has a shot! Gundogan with a beautifully timed run. Dembele goes on a charge down the left. Looks to slip it through, and he's made certain that won't get through. Dembele tried to play it through.
Yeah, and the vision to get him through was all good, but the execution of the pass wasn't quite right. But importantly, he's holding his line until the very last moment, and that will pay off.
Ferran Torres tries to switch the play. No complaints about that challenge. Robust but fair. Now the pass. Roberto. Now it's Lewandowski. Rafael tries to stroke it through. Phillips is fouled.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the collective pressure needs to be better all round.
Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. In with a header! No, he couldn't get the direction he needed.
Barcelona had players queuing in the box in that situation, and they've still got nothing to show for it. What a complete and utter waste.
It so nearly came off for him.
He's been a joy to watch, and that didn't miss by much. He'll be back.
It's a good run down the right. Where could this lead? Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Ferran Torres. Gundogan takes it over to the other flank. Marquinhos. Pereira. Oh, no, that's not the ball he wanted. Lewandowski. Marquinhos gets it back. Hakimi. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Rafael. Ferran Torres. Now it's Alonso. Oh, he's come flying in. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Aimed long and direct. Dembele. Marco Asensio. Marquinhos. It's a long forward pass. Skriniar. Hakimi. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Hakimi. Hernandez. Tries a through ball. Hernandez needed to come up with a better ball.
The idea was good though, Peter, and I like the run that triggered the pass, but the quality was the problem.
Ferran Torres. Marcos Alonso. Looks to thread it through. A chance! What a save! Terrific reactions! It's a good-looking cross. Marco Asensio gets it away, and that's off target.
Well, there wasn't much on for him, so it was worth a shot. It was worth a try from there.
Skriniar. It's Dembele. And they're guilty of lacking inventiveness here. It's all broken down. Hernandez. To the keeper and go again. Skriniar. Thrust towards the front line. Steered out wide. Really didn't have enough to concern the defence. Gundogan. Rafael. Kunde. Lewandowski. Tries to dink it in. João Cancelo looking to get on the end of this. Barcelona get it back again. Gundogan. Roberto. Lewandowski. Phillips tries a long pass towards the front. Strong challenge, but well within the laws. João Cancelo. Dembele, absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
I think it's great to see that kind of application and desire from a forward who wants to help out his defence. I think, you know, any good team really, your striker should be the first line of that defence, and he's delivering.
And it's Lewandowski. Roberto. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
Well, the easy thing to do at this late stage, Peter, is to let heads go down, but these lads have other ideas.
Ramos. Ferreira. Marco Asensio. Dembele. Oh, needless to say, he was expecting a better ball than that. Roberto. Marcos Alonso. João Cancelo. Gundogan. And that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. Kunde. Roberto. Just 5 minutes remaining now.
That's good defence, plain and simple, good defence. They refuse to allow a turn.
Mbappe with the ball through, played out to the wing. Defence has got rid of that. Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, if he hopes to do better than that, he's got to work on his technique and his timing. The contact wasn't right there, so there wasn't much chance of success.
Kunde. João Cancelo. Roberto. Phillips. Gundogan. Rafael. Ferran Torres. Gundogan. Hakimi. Ramos, played out to the wing. Ramos plays it backwards, and they'll try again. Hakimi, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Ferran Torres. And it's Lewandowski. Ferran Torres, a scorer already in the game. Nicely controlled. Tries one! Can he put it away? Oh, that's neat. Dembele pumps it upfield. Marquinhos. Skrin. Roberto. Phillips. Skriniar cuts it out. Now the pass. Oh, good stop, it had to be. Good stop, that wasn't easy.
Oh, much more than a routine save for me, and yet he just coped with room to spare.
The referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Gundogan goes short, hit into the middle. Good clearance now, can they make something of it? Big relief, it just needed better contact.
That's a pretty powerful effort, because he really got hold of that one, but he's not going to trouble the keeper from there. Well, you can sense they're really going for it now. This is gung-ho, and only a goal will do for them.
Done very well to intervene. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there. Dembele. Roberto was not to be moved. Flags up.
Well, it was the early through ball that almost caught everyone out in that instance, all but for our flag-waving assistant referee.
Marcos Alonso. Roberto. And it's Lewandowski. Out to the left it goes. Ball's out on the left now. Marco Asensio. Hakimi. Plotting from out on the right-hand side. Marco Asensio. Now the pass. Dembele was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Ramos. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Lewandowski with the ball through. Phillips showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Roberto. It's gone for a throw-in. Ramos. Marquinhos. Skriniar. Ramos. Going full steam ahead down the left flank. Forward it goes. Ball swung in. And that's been repelled. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Ramos passes it through. Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Roberto. Ferran Torres. Roberto. Marcos Alonso. Torreira. The ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. Marcos Alonso. Rafael. Gundogan. Marcos Alonso. Ferran Torres. Roberto. Rafael. Did really well to intervene and dispel the growing danger. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. Ferran Torres. Rafael.
I think they've got to make a statement now to say to their opposition, we're not giving up without a scrap, to give themselves the belief that this is recoverable.
Oh, it's opened up nicely for him. Danger averted for now. Phillips was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Marco Asensio. Well, the pressure is relentless. It's a very, very high press.
Yeah, because it's all about winning the ball back at the earliest opportunity, a trigger by one player for the others to follow, and designed to force opposition mistakes.
Done very well to intervene. Roberto. Phillips. João Cancelo. Phillips. Kunde. Roberto. Looks like a good ball through. Nicely controlled. Now it's Lewandowski. It's Lewandowski! And he's there to hoof it away. And it's Phillips. Ferreira gets it back.
Well, he's bitten off more than he could chew, and I think his manager will not be happy.
Spoon forward. Dembele. Marcos Alonso positions himself well and cuts it out. João Cancelo. Kunde. Phillips. Marcos Alonso. Gundogan. Marcos Alonso. João Cancelo. Phillips. And it's Ramos. Dembele is being picked on here.
Well, they would seem to have made the right choice to dampen the creative spark here.
João Cancelo. Mbappe. Lewandowski, already with 2 goals under his belt. Looking cross-field, changing the point of attack. Tries a through ball. Ter Stegen comes out and deals with it. Barcelona have a free kick. Rafael. João Cancelo. Phillips conjuring up some magic on the right-hand side. Ramos with the foul. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Well, Peter, when you're up against a speedster, you've got to get to him early and not let him get into his stride, and they're just not doing that.
In with a header! Great early ball. Same can't be said for the finish.
Well, if only the calibre of the finish was as high as the calibre of the supply. I mean, that was a beautifully played cross and really should have seen something better on the end of it.
Oh, he really wanted that.
Well, he went at it with great confidence, and it's not going to stop him from trying again.
Well, needless to say, he was expecting a better ball than that. Well, he acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Well, he simply failed to just put a little more oomph behind that.
Ramos plays a clever pass. It's gone out for a throw-in. Dembele sticks in a foot to win it back. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Lewandowski battles to win it back. Ferran Torres. And that's clear cut, it's a free kick. Oh, that's a booking, always looked it. And out to safety. Has gone out. Looks to slip it through. Has it out wide now. Ferran Torres. Marcos Alonso. Gundogan. Rafael. It's Lewandowski. Alonso. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Marco Asensio. Hakimi. Dembele. Marco Asensio. That's a decent ball. Oh, terrific run to latch onto it, but the finish is all wrong.
And it just goes to show you how effective those through balls can be. All it needed was a better execution.
It's a long forward pass. They're guilty of lacking inventiveness here, it's all broken down. Marco Asensio tried to play it through.
Yeah, and it was a case of good awareness too. That wasn't quite matched by the right weight of pass. It only needed just a little bit more behind it, and he was through.
Ferreira, great challenge. Marco Asensio, just about up to 75 minutes. Rafael. Phillips. João Cancelo. Lewandowski. Oh, he's broken through. Tries a long pass towards the front. Ramos. Hakimi. Marco Asensio. Pumps it forwards. Ramos. Well read, he sorted that out. Rafael. Roberto tries the route one option. Marcos Alonso. Plays it over to the other flank. And it's Phillips. Oh, that's neat. Ramos demonstrating fabulous determination. He just will not be beaten. Marco Asensio with the ball through. Looks like a good ball through. Oh, good interception. Ferran Torres. Rafael. Kunde. Roberto. Marcos Alonso. Roberto. Gundogan. Rafael. Kunde. Phillips. He's done well to tidy up the situation. Now the pass. He's got the ball glued to his feet. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Well, some of them are letting their emotions get the better of them. They don't want to inflame this any further. He's had a shot! Oh, should have put that away.
Oh, listen, their task is tough enough already without missing chances like that. The next one has to go in.
Kunde. Rafael. Lewandowski. Passes it through. Rafael with a definite foul there. Good run down the left. What can they make of it? Tries a through ball. So was it or wasn't it? Well, you be the judge, but he did look very, very willing to go down. Paris Saint-Germain have been given a penalty. Look at bemusement and dismay from the culprit, but the referee clearly thinks there was enough there for a penalty. One back! That's as calm as you like.
Well, that was a big pressure kick and he didn't let his team down. He took that so calmly.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, they've given themselves a chance here, but now it's a case of getting the balance right between attack and defence, and that's not easy.
And he has been fouled there. And it's Marcos Alonso. And he's made certain that won't get through. Now it's Lewandowski. That's a throw. Marcos Alonso. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Marquinhos. Dembele. Ramos. Dembele. Torreira. Ramos. So what now? Referee's given a throw. João Cancelo. Now the pass. Lovely bit of skill. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Lewandowski. Ferran Torres. Boots it upfield. Looks like a good ball through. Dembele. Now it's Ramos. Ramos showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Torreira. Hernandez. Marquinhos. Gundogan did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Now it's Lewandowski. Dembele. Marco Asensio. Out wide to the right. Hakimi looks to dink one in. Defence has got rid of that. The final whistle. Well, a full-blooded contest. Both teams had their moments, but they are beaten by the odd goal. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Paris Saint-Germain were forced into chasing the
different song. Waste another day, eyes on my display. You say we need a change, and I feel that you mean it. You mean it. But you're so right, we're losing track of time, buying things online, and it's not like we need them. We don't need them. So can we just slow down? The only thing I'll do is lay here next to you. We need to slow down. Embrace the love we found for you and our safe and sound. We were on the run, rocking around the clock. Now all we need is right here in front of us. In front of us. So can we just slow down? The only thing I'll do is lay here next to you. We need to slow down. Embrace the love we found for you and our safe and sound. need that.